cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face. Just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Hey, legends don't die anyway. I was working on a play today. Body bags covered away. I paved, zipped up like a bathing ape. How many of us then came and stayed? Not too many. I've been staying awake to get it and get right on every mistake. I give them a bite, they taking a plate. It's all been a feeling that I couldn't shake. So I just keep killing till I'm at the gates. We straight, we treat them like worms in a lake. They bake, just give me a drum and a bass. I skate and grind till I'm numb in the face, okay? Don't fuck up my day. Don't talk about clutch, I got ice in my veins. I'm colder than Trey, I stick to the code. I'm glitching the game. I do anything for the win at the end of the day. I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face. Just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die anyways. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die anywhere.
Mentally feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Hell steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being petty. I'm the one they envy. Brody moving state to state, make $1 million out to send me. Plus I grinded from the start. I was stacking pennies. I might dip like Machiavelli. After the confetti, who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who?
Yo, 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 what is up, people? How we all doing? It is Thursday night, and that can only mean one thing, people. That means it is time for DSR, and it is Season 1, Race 2, and we have Japan coming your way. What an absolutely brilliant circuit. After the first race of the season, we've seen some great overtakes. We've seen people making the way through the pack. Some absolutely brilliant driving, but we did obviously see the safety cars as well. I mean, I didn't. I had to watch it through David's stream due to my internet absolutely the bed. So, yeah. But after an action-packed opening race of the season, the championship battle is already heating up. Sazuka flowing, high-speed corners, the famous S's, the unforgiving Degner, and the breathtaking 130R demand absolute precision from every driver here at this circuit this evening. One small mistake can be the difference between victory and heartbreak. With valuable points on the line, expect fierce wheel-to-wheel racing, daring overtakes, and strategic battles as the field pushes to the limit around this world-renowned circuit. The drivers know that the success at Sazuka isn't just about speed. It's about consistency, courage, and mastering one of the greatest challenges in racing, people. And this is what we are here to see this evening, people. We are here to see these drivers absolutely compete at the highest level and really take the race and show you some absolutely brilliant racing. And let's hope so. Fingers crossed that that does happen. But we'll get back to last week, and last week was an absolutely brilliant race. If you did see the beginning of it on my stream, it was Australia, and we did have some good racing. We had B plays, and can't remember who the other person was. Have an absolutely brilliant lead. They were 1-2 pretty much all the way through, and then a safety car nearly ruined it for certain drivers. But after the first race, we've got Ainsley at the top. He's on 25 points. We've got B players in at P2. Then we've got Ollie in at P3. We've got Harvey in at P4. David, he had an absolutely brilliant race in at P5. We've got Ivan in at 6. Callum 7. Just David in at 8. When my screen decides to come back. There we go. Sorry about that, Peter. But Liam's in at 9. Ronin's in at 10. Sydney is in at 11. James is 12. Shaz is in at 13. Jammy's in at 14. Mason's in at 15. 16 is JT. We've got Ronnie in at 17. Aiden's 18. Goggle or whatever. Sorry. Goggle in at 19. We've got JR in at 20. We've got TJ in at 21. Swiggy is 22. Roka is 23. Turbo 24. And Formula Momo, who I believe will be racing this evening, is in at number 25 here this evening. So, for the team's championship, Ferrari taking a 2-point early lead with 25 points to Cadillac's 23. Then we've got Racing Bulls in with 22. We've got Audi in at P4. with 20. Racing Bulls are in at 5. Haas are in at 6. Alpine are in at 7. McLaren are in at 8. Aston Martin are in at P9. Mercedes 10. And Williams down at the bottom. Need a good race here this evening. Both Mercedes and Williams, if they want to get some points on the board in this Constructors' Championship. But yeah, it's been an absolutely brilliant one. I can't wait to get involved with this one. Hopefully, I can give you the full stream there this evening, the full race. But let's move over to some important facts here ahead of this race this evening. So the first Grand Prix was held in an absolutely magical year. That was 1987, the year your man was born. The track length is 5.807 kilometers. The lap record is held by Kimi Antonelli, which he got last year for Mercedes in 2025, which is a 1 minute 30.965. Most pole positions goes to Michael Schumacher, with most wins also going to Michael Schumacher. A very good circuit for Michael it was back in the day. The pole run to turn one braking point is 342 meters, with the virtual safety car probability, sorry, being 50%, with your virtual safety car probability being 33%. Your pit stop time loss here at the Sazuka circuit is 23.75 seconds. That is including a 2.5 second stationary stop. At this beautiful circuit, there is 18 corners with 2 straight mode zones. The first one is between turns 18 and turn 1, and the next one is between turns 14 and 15. But as we know, this is an absolutely magical circuit. Been a lot of races, like it said in the intro, 130-yard brilliant corner. You got spoon curve, you got the back stretch, you got the Degners, you got the snake. You know, you got Casino Triangle as well. You got the last curve. There's a lot of so you've got the hairpin as well. That could be where we see some overtakes with the new legislation and all that with the cars and stuff. You know, we did see last week that it did promote a lot of overtaking and a lot of battling. Let's hope that the grid can stay that little bit closer this week, with some new drivers joining as well. We've got a young lad called Sammy Lewis, I think, maybe racing tonight, and the big man, Carlito. What a very good friend of mine. He will be racing here this evening, so it'd be good to see him out on circuit. But let's get everything down. I need to sort a few things out here, just so I'm ready for David after. And we're going to put that... Where do we put this? We make it a bit small. That's what we do. And then we should be able to have it nice and tight. I tell you what, we'll just leave it there. I need to see where this notifications coming in. New collaborations, stream with your friends. So I'll be getting an invite off David soon. So I need to get on the game. I need to get the game loaded up. What am I doing? Sat here just waffling on. We've still got 10 minutes until qualifying starts. How are we all doing, people? Hope you're well. Hope you are well rested for this one. Very well prepared. How do we feel about England's exit? A lot of people blaming Tuchel. I mean, 12% of the possession after we go 1-0 up is a lot. Token pollutions, AI viewers, streamboo.com. Oh my god. Deny. We'll deny that one. But yeah, unfortunate for England. I mean, taking that 1-0 advantage, but then just to sit on it and try and win 1-0 against Argentina, who have got a man that can make something out of nothing, and that is Lionel Messi, who did get the assist for the second goal. But yeah, I mean, very unfortunate for England. Very, very, very unfortunate. Ooh. But yes, we are just uploading the game. If you have missed the intro and everything, I do apologize. Went live a bit earlier today just to try and sort a few things out. But yeah, new follower goal, 580 viewers. You know, when I started doing commentating, I never ever thought. I thought I'd get about 100, 200 people, but 500, nearly 580 followers, and with the big man David following me earlier on as well. Thank you very much to him. Massively appreciate that. Hope he has a good race, the Italian stallion. We did see a bad moment for him during the stream last time out, which, you know, to come back from that wing damage and to get, you know, a points finishing position from David shows the quality of driver that he is, shows the race pace that he has. So let's see if he can do a bit better in quality this evening, and then maybe try and go for it from there. Like I said, there is a new lad racing here this evening. His name is Sammy Lewis. Been commentating on him for a very, very long time now, and he is decently quick, decently quick. So he may be lighting up the time he was this evening here at the circuit. He even gets like an F1 style intro with the music in the background. I don't know if y'all heard that. But yeah, absolutely buzzing to be back. Like I said, keep your fingers crossed, touch wood, do everything that the stream just doesn't drop out this evening and we get to do a full race here with David and DSR. It's like Ruby did first. No. It's all right. You're the big sister. Come on. Look over there. Come on, Baba. And that were my two little girls, Lola and Ruby, off to bed. Bedtime it is for them. So, I need to make sure that everything was right. I'm not doing time. Why am I trying to do time for it? I don't want to be doing that. Right, we'll wait for an invite. But yes, Sazuka, brilliant circuit. Not one that I really got on with. To be honest, we'll move over to the live scene actually. It did it. I didn't think it'd do that. Now we've moved up. You can see we've got a different layout for this one. Me and David have been working together as Carlito invites me into the lobby. Carlito, you absolute legend. There's Fantasy Twin. I don't know if I brought it up last week. Fantasy Twin is David's lookalike. David's lookalike. So David gave him that name, his Fantasy Twin, and he's run with it. So yeah. Apparently they are the spitting image of one another, so I need to see this. And we've got Mason in the chat. Yo Mason, how's it going, bro? I can turn my phone off now because yeah, internet sorted. I will be here for the full race. I've even done a check with UFiber to make sure that we're going to be here all evening. I missed a lot last week, didn't I, Mason, lad? After I left, we had the safety card. Missed quite a bit, but glad to see you in the chat, brother. Nice to see you in. We've got 11 viewers. How we all doing, people? Why are you all not saying hi? I don't bite. Neither does Mason. Mason don't bite in the chat. Come in, say hello. How we doing? I think Carlito will probably be in the back. Be there. He's just. Oh. Have I got the girl? 1 minute, mother. Right, but Carlito, yeah, good friend of mine, runs a league called. Well, I'll let David say. As we've got Ronnie in the chat. How we doing, Ronnie? With the follow. Thank you very, very much. Massively appreciated. How we doing, Ronnie? Yo, there he is in the chat. But how are we feeling for Sazuka? Mason, are you racing? How are you feeling? Are you locked in? I think I might have to invite somebody. There he is. There he is. Yo, Callum. We got Roker in. Yo, go on, lad. Yes, Roker. How we doing? Yeah, feeling like I've got more confidence at the beginning. No confidence. Hey, come on, Mason. Just wipe it off, bro. It's a new race. It's a new day. Let's get it. I mean, I can't really say much. Nope, I'm slow. Hey, come on, Mason. You're not slow, lads. Come on. We got Ollie. Let's go. Yes, Ollie. First time chatter. How are we doing, Ollie, lad? Hope you well, mate. Hope you well. Everybody flooding in. Yes, we got Mayhem in as well. Mason, if you're slow, I'm a snail. Go on, boys. Go on. But yeah, I think we'll be getting should be getting a notification off David very, very shortly. Just 1 second, because I have to do this to bloody... Where is my mouse? Right, what's gone on? Right, there's my mouse. Why is the game just gone? Never mind. Please don't say my Twitch is just literally gone as well. Never mind, we'll get it sorted. Create dashboard. There we go. What the hell is that doing? Stream manager. There we go. Right, stream manager. Notifications. Right, David's not sent me one. I need to wait for us to collaborate. Oh, 7 days ago. I need to wait just a few minutes, so we'll just keep it like this for a minute. You can see everything. I've just got to wait for David to do the collaboration, which I don't know whether he is or he ain't. In a crofty. I'll try and do some crofties. I'll try. I will try, but I've not had a... Where's this thingy that they're meant to be sending me? Just David isn't racist. Ah, right, so it's that. So can you jump in David's stream and tell him to do the to send me the invite so I can get it all sorted, just so I don't have to close down the game again. If someone would kindly do that for me, I would massively appreciate it. Because I don't know if he's doing. He ain't live. He's not live yet. Bloody hell! Cutting it short, ain't he? Maybe he don't go live. I don't know. What's your ACC? My ACC name? Or do you mean my actual name? Actual. Right. Can I suggest a game to... You can suggest anything you want, Roker. Suggest anything you want. Yeah, my actual name's Tyron. Tyron. Le Mans Ultimate. Yeah, I mean, people have been telling me to download. I wouldn't mind doing comms on it. I mean, my racing days are kind of over. Like, well, not over, but a set of Corsa. I've got a set of Corsa. I have that on Xbox. I'd have to get it on PC. But I have heard of these two games, and they are games that I'm looking to dip my toe in. Is this a new haircut? Yeah, pretty much, Carlito. Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, I've left it all long on top, and I'm just letting it grow until I can basically fucking tie it around the back or do whatever. I don't know. I'm just letting it grow, mate. But I mean, the tan helps. Do you know what I mean? Adds to the ambiance. Right, well, we need to get on the game because it doesn't look like David's sending me this thingy, and I can't accept it now. Anyway, have you got a ponytail? Nah, I will have eventually. Or I don't know, I might just leave it where I can't put it in a ponytail. Do you know what I mean? Yikes! You know you love it, Carlito. You love it, lad. Bobby should be filling up. Did give Sammy an invite, and I don't think he's actually... Ah, there he is. Eject, as we all know and have seen, got ejected out of the game last week. Carlito, I don't know what you're talking about. You've got a ponytail as well. I've seen you in real life. But I hope you and your missus and the kids are all right, mate. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you racing. Glad to see you be commentating on your racing again, to be honest, mate. It's been a while. It has been a while. I mean, I don't know because I've not got it that long yet. I mean, as you can see, I probably could put some of it in a ponytail, but I want to let it like just all grow. It needs to all grow the same length, but nah, not really. Yes, Harvey, yo, how you doing, brother? I hope you're well. But yes, Sazuka. Seen some good racing here over the years. That screen's well too distracting. That's why I have it on my phone. It's not usually like there's so like David's put me onto this, right? And it's like obviously the stream manager for Twitch and stuff. It's like it's too colourful. I just need it in black and white. One of them people that is like get a laser pen. I'd be following it everywhere. You hope your Wi-Fi. It wasn't my Wi-Fi. It's Taz. It has been a while. It has, mate. It has been a little while. Yeah. It was my internet. The company. Absolutely. The bed. But yeah, it will do this time. Hopefully we get a full race. Try and get David into a chat or something after it. He can give us an insight on how he's feeling that it's going so far. You know, maybe reach out to some drivers that are watching along that haven't watched before, or haven't seen his league that have watched me. You know, if you are a racer and you would like to race, look no further. DSR, up and coming league, great drivers, as you can see, they're all in the chat. Big up EE Wi-Fi, most consistent. Go on, Rocker lad. And these lads, brilliant bunch of lads, and hopefully we get some good racing. So if you do want to race, make sure you put it in the chat and we will make sure we get a link in the chat for you so you can come and join us, and hopefully I'll be commentating on you one day. But remember, if you do like the stream and you do like the commentating, you can always subscribe to the channel. It's not something that I genuinely ask for. I do this for the love of it, but as we all know, in this day and age, every little help. So if you would like ad-free viewing, you know what to do, people. You know what to do, but don't feel like you have to. But if you want ad-free viewing, or go over to YouTube, follow me over on YouTube. Ad-free viewing over there. I don't think you have ads on YouTube, to be honest. No, not 100%. There's TikTok as well. I don't know if I'm live on TikTok, to be honest. I don't know. I need to sort it out. Yes, Sammy. Sammy in the chat. Where's our Julie? She usually shows up when you're here. He is. He's very, very quick. Very good, very nice. But yeah, commentated on Sammy Lewis. Watched the rise of Sammy. Him getting quicker and quicker and quicker. Oh, Roka, I didn't know you were in there. Roka, I commentate there for the F1 stuff. I did all last season. As we are now beginning to get underway. 18 drivers ready to take on this Sazuka circuit. Yeah, of course I do. I did it all last season. Check on YouTube. I did the F1 commentating last season. Carlito with the gifted subs. Thank you so much, Carlito. You're an absolute legend. Yes, Sydney. How's it going, bro? But Carlito with the 5 gifted subs. If you got gifted a sub, make sure you tell that man thank you. David needs to thank him. Sammy Lewis needs to thank him. I can't see the rest of them, but if you were gifted a sub, make sure you say thank you. Oh, and we got Webed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you, Webed. But yeah, make sure you say thank you to Carlito. But here we go, people. Short qualifying coming your way. 18 minutes of laps to see who is the quickest in qualifying. That doesn't necessarily mean that they will be the quickest in the race, but we will see at the end of this one. I can't get rid of that. Oh, I can. Oh, why has it just done that? There we go. W, I got one. Go on, Sydney. Add free viewing for you, bro. Enjoy. Here we go. Let's get settled in, people. If you're not racing, grab your popcorn. Because we're about to get some qualifying getting underway. 18 drivers. Like I say, if you do want to join, resubscribe with Prime. They've been subscribed for 10 months this minute. Carlito, you absolute legend. Come on, who's jumping on the hype train? I'll use the Prime one. Yes, we got JR joining as well now. 19. They're on the way up, but Carlito, thank you so much, mate. You're an absolute legend. Absolute legend. Where's Goto? He usually has a battle with you. Some more subs. Right, full track map. And who's out on the circuit first? Let's see if we can see. And it is Mason. Mason will hit the circuit first. He will. Mercedes need some points for the constructors. They are currently on 0 points. So Mason and his teammate, Fantasy Twin, could really do with getting a top 10 result here this evening, as well as Williams. The Williams boys, we've only got JR. JR's got to do it all for Williams here this evening so far. Rocky Ranger is JR, in it? It is. But yeah, Mason, the Mercedes team need a result. And so does JR. He really has got to put everything on the line here this race if he wants to get the Williams boys off that bottom spot in the Constructors' Championship. Got Heinze. He's still in the pits. The man sat at the top of the championship. And we've already got damage on Mason. Mason's at a moment. As you can see, that left side of his wing is damaged, so we will jump on board with Fantasy Twin, because I don't think we're going to be seeing Mason complete a lap here. He will be into the pits at the end of this one with a new wing. But here we go. It's Fantasy Twin round the final corner, and it's now going to be a blast down the straight to turn 1 as he begins his lap here at Sazuka. And Mason actually stayed out. Well played, Mason. Just don't screw your teammate over. If Mason gets a decent lap here with wing damage, I tell you what, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. But Fantasy Twin's technically going to be the first one to get that time on the board, even though Mason is keeping that distance nicely between himself and his teammate here. As Fantasy Twin goes through sector 1 into sector 2 now, coming up to the hairpin. And then we do have 200R once he makes his way out of there, and he's going to be blasting down through that, and that will then lead us into Spoon Curve as he's now blasting down to there. Here it goes. You've got to hook this up nice and cleanly. Carry as much pace as you can. kissing the grass there on entry. Hugging the curb on exit. Feeding it out. Looking rather tidy there from Fantasy Twin as he now makes his way down the back straight. Got a hype chest. I don't know what that is. But nice anyway. But here we go. Fantasy Twin. It's through the final few corners here at Sazuka. What's the lap time going to be? Mason goes on 131.113. And Mason did go quicker. Mason, with the damage, managed to absolutely smash his teammate there. With Mayhem coming close behind, 1,000th of a second. 1,000th of a second between Mason and Mayhem. With Carlito coming across the line with a 130.373. Carlito currently top of the pile. Let's have a look at Manic Miner Monday. Rocky Ranger left the session. That's JR. But here comes Manic. Round the final corner. Across the line. Manic up into P5. Let's have a look at David. David starting the lap. Through turn 1 he goes. And then it's going to be through the snake section of the circuit. Oh, bit of a wiggle on the exit there. Bit of a wiggle for David. We've got Roker up to the top. Roker F1 with a 129.403. 9/10 of a second quicker than Carlito there. As JR does join back. But we're on with David. David just gone through the Degner curves. Now making his way down to the hairpin. And it's Ollie to the top. Ollie with a 129.243. Going quicker than Roker there. David taking the Red Bull round this Sazuka circuit. And he's approaching Spoon Curve. Got to get nice entry. And then carry that pace through for the exit. Power down. Using as much of the circuit as he dares to. The Italian Stallion making his way back down the back straight. And here we go. 130R flying through there. No lift. Final few corners. Sammy Lewis with a 128.3. 9/10 of a second quicker than Ollie. But here comes David. He's round the final corner. And David across the line at 131.499. Sits himself in P7. B-Play's got P2 last time out. Can he get into the top 3 with this banker lap? These are just banker laps, people. These are laps that should be beaten come the end of qualifying by the drivers. These are what I would like to call sighter laps. You try and obviously do the best you can as big plays there makes what some people could say was a big mistake through the hairpin, running wide mid-corner and on the exit. As we get, there he is, Gotto, the legend. Yes, I did see where's Gotto, no way. How are we doing, Gotto, lad? Hey, Gotto, are you racing? Perfect place. Perfect place on a Thursday, mate. But glad to see you in the chat, brother. Glad to see you. And you know I massively appreciate the gifted subs. But there we go. B-Plays. With improvements on that lap, especially in the hairpin, still goes P6. Oh, mate, I wish I was racing. I'm busy, man, now. I found... What? Since when? Pause. Qualifying. Pause. What? What? Let's jump on with Arv. Arv currently going through turn 1. He's through the snake, going into the snake section of the circuit now. Got told you need to ring me after this, and we need a solid catch up. But Harv making his way through now, looking like a clean lap. Let's have a look at sector 1 for Harv. Sector 1. Why is nothing up? We don't put thingy up. This is out lap. That's why. Sydney currently P17 for McLaren. Can Sydney drag that McLaren up near his teammate, or can he go one better? Hold on a minute. What's Carl doing? Giving out more subs than me. I did say where was you, because you usually have a war. But family man, this is news to me. We need a proper catch-up. Sydney with a 33.800 there. Good lap time from the McLaren driver. Carlito starting his second run of the evening. And there goes Gotto with 5 gifted subs. And that's Mason, Ronnie, Archie, Ainsley, and LRL36 Rylan. Get out of here. Get out. Number 1 top spot now, Gotto. Well, thank you, Gotto. Massively, massively appreciated. Especially now you're a family man as well. You should have done that. Mrs. will be slapping your ass. But here comes Sydney in sector 3. Oh, runs very wide there. That's going to ruin that lap time massively. But it is a place where he knows he can get improvements on his next run. But Sydney round the final corner and across the line is a 132.296. Sydney moves into P13. Let's see. The missus is going to have to understand that this is going to a good class. Exactly. David's backed out of his lap. Where's Carlito? Carlito's up. And Carlito's up massively here. Can Carlito move back into the top 3? It's Carlito around the final corner. And it's to the line. It's a 129.813. Lost a bit of time in that final sector, but still manages P4. Go on, Carlito. This is David Scipio. He's a Creator Series driver. It's his league. It's DSR. But yeah, he's a Creator Series driver. He bought my F1 play seat off me. We got talking. He told me he was interested in starting a league. Waited about for a bit, and lo and behold, I got the invite off him. Absolutely buzzing. Let's have a watch of a lap by Sammy Lewis. Here we go. On board with the young American. Let's see what he can do. Let's see how a lap looks in Sammy's eyes. Nicely through. Hooking this up very nicely. Tricky corner that, now into the downhill right. Kissing the curb there on entry. But very good league, running season 1, race 2. Oh, he invalidates. Sammy invalidates on the lap there. Very unfortunate. I'm going to have to start racing again to give Sam some competition again. God told you know it. And the first place you come racing is here. Here. But let's have a look at Ollie. Ollie did improve. Ollie P2. Great lap from him. Roker in the pits. Let's see if we can get any outlaps. Let's have a look at Mayhem. Is Mayhem looking to improve? Gato, thank you. You're a legend. Absolute legend, sir. Thank you so much. It's very much appreciated. You know that. But here comes Mayhem. We missed this. Oh, yeah, he's on an in lap. Let's have a look at Harv. Harv's on an out lap. We'll stay on board with him for a moment. Oh, hang on. Heinz is out. So Heinz is completing a lap. A 32.880 for his sector split there for sector 1. But glad to hear you're a family man. I'm still way too bad at managing my money. You never grow out of it, mate. I'm the same. You never grow out of it. But Heinz at 112.424. What are we going to see the final lap time wise from Heinz? Couple of corners to go now. And here we go through the final corner. He comes. And it's Heinz in the Ferrari up to the line. And Heinz goes at 130.132. That's Heinz in at P7. P7 for Heinz. We'll jump back on board with Harv. As we get Aston TP Junior in the chat, purple sector invalidation. How are we doing? JR, how are we doing, pal? But here we go. Have looking to improve on a 129.975. Can he make any improvements at all? Here we go. Lock in. It's the next lap from Have. Still 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in qualifying. I think if Have doesn't improve on this lap, it needs to be straight into the pits with Sammy Lewis, a 128.187. What a lap time from the young American. Getting across the line there. Brilliant lap time. As Roker decides to come back out onto the circuit. I've not raced in ages. Hey, JR, come on, lad. Oh, my God. Big incident. Too much curb on the exit. Touching the grass. And that is into the wall. Wing damage as well. And that's another car that's just been picked up. And it's Momo. It's because he didn't know the pace of these lot. He doesn't know them. He don't know them, mate. He don't know the pace. It will surprise me if he does probably take a step back or something. But yeah, we're trying to enjoy. We are trying to find more drivers. We've got Sydney. Will I make it back? Sydney. Where are you, Sydney? For a lap, you should do. Clasp. Took a couple attempts. Let's have a look at Ollie. Let's watch a lap from Ollie. He's getting the tyres warmed up. His final running qualifying this from the Cadillac driver. Cadillac currently P2 in the Constructors' Championship. And we know Ollie's got some decent pace. Can he potentially go quicker than Sammy? Or is he just going to improve on that 128.968? Here we go. Ollie potentially round the corner, final corner for the final time. And here we go in qualifying. Down to turn one we go with Ollie. 128.968. Something still massively to be proud. We've got Julie. It's been a minute. How's my favourite been? Love me some Taz. Oi, oi, Julie. How we doing, darling? You alright? It has been a minute. Been asking where you've been. Every stream, Julie. I just go, where's Julie? Julie, where are you, love? Yes, wait. But good to see you back in the chat, Julie. Good to see you back in the chat. We got Ollie up by just under half a tenth through Sector 1. If you can find a bit of improvement in Sector 1, you've definitely got improvements in Sectors 2 and 3. No way! How you been, Julie? Anyway, how's work and everything? But here comes Ollie through the spoon curve. And we'll get to see on the back straight if he has found any more improvements. So, blast down to the split. Here it comes. And he's lost time in Sector 2 as Ollie. He's got to find the time he needs in Sector 3 now. And Ollie into the pits. That's going to be it for qualifying for Ollie. Cannot improve. Here we go with Roker. Roker's up. Through Sector 1, it looked like by a tenth of a second there. Nearly just over a tenth and a half. But we've got wing damage on that car as well. Oh, Roker. Unlucky, brother. Khalid's out on the track again. David's just crossed the line to go P7. Hines is out. The man top of the championship looking to improve. The man in P1, can he get into that top 5 with this lap? Needs big improvements on the lap if he wants to get up there. He needs to find like 1.3 seconds. JR out of qualifying there, only managing a 142.051. Sammy finally realising who's in the chat. Sydney retiring from the session as well now in at P16 for 131.519. What are we going to do about halves? 5 place grid penalty, 10 seconds up, and my wheel comes off. Oh, no way. But, I mean, what's going to happen about halves 5 place grid penalty? He's always here. He's always here. It's meant to be. Exactly. Yeah, but Sam, your mum only comes on this stream for one thing. Let's get a taste of this. To get a monthly fix. But there we go. Qualifying is over and Sammy is at the top spot. Ainsley managing just P6 there. That's why I got, that's why I got us here. Yeah. Cuckoo, choo choo. There is rain. Oh, there's rain in the race. So Sammy in at P1, Ollie's P2, Roker P3, B plays in at 4, Carlito P5. Go on, Carlito. 6 is Ainsley, half with a 5 place grid penalty in at P7, so that'll drop him to P13. Mason 8, David in at 9, Ejecting at 10, Jammy in at 11, Formula Momo's 12. 7.07 is 13, Mayhem 14, Fantasy Twin 15, Sydney 16, Manic is 17, and JR in at 18. Every time I say his name, it makes me want to break out into song. It just, Sean Kingston, your way to you. I am fast in the race. Come on, Sydney. We know you are, lad. Look at that rain. Absolutely cats and dogs. Absolute cats and dogs. Noah's Ark kind of weather. Exactly, mate. Where's the paddling pool in the pit lane? Where is that? I mean, this flips the race upside down. Like, you'll have people that are absolutely brilliant in the wet. I mean, dry, but then wet racing. Get to building your boat. Wet racing, completely different animal. I don't know what's happening about Av's 5 place grid penalty because Momo literally went into him. Like, it's not as if Harv could go anywhere. Come on, Roker. Here we go. It's going to be 5 red lights here for race 2, Japan, the Sazuka circuit, and we are underway. And it looks like Sammy got a great launch off the line there. Ollie didn't know. Ollie got bogged down. Ollie under pressure already with a Ferrari going into the side of him. And it looks like Ainsley got a bit forceful there as we've got mayhem. Absolute mayhem going on. And it looks like Carlito and David have come together there. Very, very unfortunate. I think David did suffer damage. We'll have to check the Red Bull. As he... I think it might have just been contact into the light and just slowly pushed him into the wall. I don't think it's caused too much. Let's have a look at the McLaren. See, the front wing looks all right. So let's look. Ooh, Carlito struggling on the exit there. Car back end wanting to snap back out, but he manages to keep it under control. Sammy Lewis, early lead. Ainsley very, very... went through the pack. What did I say? Ainsley went Ainsley got a brilliant launch, but it looked a bit forceful through the pack. As he just lagged back a bit then. Lost 0.2 of a second at least there. Gotto. Take care, buddy. Love you, and I'll see you soon. You go and get some shopping done. But there we go. Sammy Lewis at 146.429. Get me my beers. As we see battling going on in the background there. That's big plays. Rocker and Ollie. Ollie, after a pretty poor start, got bogged down off the line, got swamped, but now slowly making his way back. He's in P3. He just needs to chase down Ainsley for that P2. As Sammy is slowly but surely building a lead. Speak to you soon as well, Mucker. Speak to you soon as well. But now it looks like Rocker looking to put Ollie under immense pressure here. He is right on the rear diffuser of the Cadillac. Is the Aston Martin driver. I'll be waiting on that wheel. Little bit of contact from the Audi. B plays Ghost in there. After just getting a bit caught out on the exit of the corner. Just going into the back of Rocker a little bit. Looks like no damage sustained. David, though, making a good comeback through the pack, as we've seen in Australia as well. The race pace, Jesus Christ, he might as well be pushing that Haas around. I bet he wished he had an eject button right now. Look, you know what I mean? We're going to go all season with this eject stuff. So he can get eject out of the way. And look, he's just looking for the gaps, trying to find them where he can. And as the gap finally opened for the Italian stallion into the chicane, goes into the back of his twin. And they're both into the pit lane in a big crash! That was nearly race ending for David, as we do have the virtual safety car. Or is that a full course safety car? David and Fantasy Twin coming together. And David suffered massively with that. Why is it we always catch his crashes? Every time he's crashed, he's had a crash or a coming together, we've managed to catch it. I mean, he can take some kind of thingy from this. It is a virtual safety car. The pit stop isn't going to be as long as what it would be under race conditions. But Sammy is absolutely running away with this race. Nearly a 5-second lead already, and we're only on lap 3. But David's come out of the pits into turn 1. We've seen great pace from David. We've seen it in Australia. This is a totally different beast. But we have seen some good race pace from him so far. And plus he's got fresh inters on. So can he catch his teammate? We'll keep an eye on him. 33 seconds. He's absolutely storming it. He's just took 2 seconds out of his teammate. So the gaps are starting to build. It's only Mason that is feeling quite a bit of pressure. He is bringing along with him Jammy, Momo, Harv, and Mayhem. Eject managed to get away quite unscathed there. I mean, sorry, let's have a look at Fantasy's twin. David's double. And he managed to walk away from that pretty unscathed, where JR, we see the first 3-second time penalty of the evening for young JR down in P13. Williams definitely going to struggle to get some points here with just JR, who is down in P13. But Mercedes, on the other hand, have Mason in at P6. As there's contact, and that is JR having a moment there, going a bit sideways, nearly collecting Fantasy Twin. As we also see Sydney. Sydney now ghosting. Carlito on the back of this as well, having a little look, nearly Bit of contact with the Haas driver of 7.07. It's a beautiful camera angle. What I've never ever seen before on the circuit. This is absolutely... Why can't we have this angle all the time? Under the bridge they go. And now down to Spoon Curve. Carlito going to have a little look. It's so hard to overtake in wet conditions. We've got B-Plays going past Roker. Roker fighting it back though, down the inside. These two side by side through the Spoon Curve, but Roker comes out on top. B-Plays fighting it back. They go side by side now, down the back straight. Who's going to come out on top? Is Roker going to come out on top, or is Big Plays managed to save up that little bit more ERS? Through 130R they go, still side by side. Now down to the chicane. Staying side by side. Brilliant racing through these two, from these two here. Roker with the bit of a mistake. Slight contact with the back of B-Plays. But B-Plays comes out on top and takes that P4 away from Roker. Brilliant bit of racing there from them two. Absolutely brilliant. Mason now feeling the pressure from Jammy. Jammy trying to put him under pressure as they head down the main straight into turn one. Jammy just not close enough to the back of Mason there to try and make any moves. And this wet weather doesn't help with overtaking whatsoever. Mason holding on as we've got more side-by-side action in the background. McLaren are in a tough battle here. Look at this. Carly, oh, what happened then? It looked like the Haas driver drove over Sydney more than anything, as you get JR. JR just not looking comfortable in this race at all. He's looking like Bambi on ice on this one in the background, just skating around everywhere. Is Sydney going to do the right thing? Carlito looks quicker. Is he going to let his teammate through? If they want to score more points in this championship, I would say that he needs to let his teammate through. And it looks like Sydney's done that. But Sydney fighting it back on exit. Now, can these two stay together and work their way through the pack and get some more points for McLaren? As we have a caution in Sector 2, and I think it's JR, and was that a reset to track? I do not know if that's punishable, but if so, I think JR's just been caught out. David in his own little race at the minute, trying to close down the rest of the pack. I think he's hoping and praying for a safety car here as he runs wide mid-corner there through Spoon Curve. Shows that these are very tricky conditions. I mean, you'd almost say it were full wets. There's not really a line where you could say that inters would work better at this point in time. As look, David's all over the place. Is it full wet weather tyres that need to be on these cars? Because David is struggling. The Italian stallion is just can't keep that stallion under control with that Red Bull. But Sammy Lewis, a 7.6 second gap. And we're only on lap 6. Sammy Lewis just having fun out in front. Bit of a slide through Spoon Curve there. You can see him having a little bit of a drift. As now he makes his way down the back straight. Are we going to see any one-stoppers here? Ainsley now clearly in P2 with Ollie. B-Plays is showing some strong pace here. He's managed to have a battle with Roker and then get onto the back of Ollie quite quickly. So he's making some very, very good moves through this pack. As we see Jammy Spud. It's Formula Momo and Jammy Spud side by side. Bit of contact as they swoop through 130R. I think Jammy thinking otherwise, you know, taking the safer option there as we've got Mayhem and Harv. They are looking for every gap they can find in the background here. Look at Mayhem right on the rear diffuser of Jammy. The V-Carb team, can they score big here? They look like they're in a pretty decent race. Jammy goes for a lunge down the inside. doesn't pull it off. Formula Momo managing to stay in at P7, but he is feeling the pressure from Jammy. Jammy is trying to take this race to him, trying to take that position away from him. But there's also two VCARB drivers waiting in the wings, waiting for any signs of mistake, any signs of pace slowing down from the drivers in front of them to snatch that position away from them. Fantasy Twin losing pace to eject. We've got Carlito trying to bring it back here. P14 for Carlito. After a pretty awkward start, one would say. I think he lost some positions due to Ainsley. Ainsley coming through a bit forceful. We've got Rocky Ranger. Unfortunately, I mean, just wasn't Rocky's race. We've seen it from him dancing on ice, skating everywhere. And we have them, people. I've had them myself, where you just go into a race and it's just not your race at all. And you just can't control that car at all. Sammy Lewis going even quicker, a 142.755. And look at this battle. You got Carlito on 7.07, looking for the move on Fantasy Twin. Fantasy Twin holding on to the position, but 7.07 looking for the move. Can the Haas driver get it done into the chicane? Fantasy Twin, bit of late braking. And that was a big miss. Fantasy Twin tried holding on to the position, and that's Carlito going to feed through as well. The Haas driver went right into the back of Fantasy Twin. As Carlito pulls out, is he going to go down the inside into turn one? He backs out of that one. Bit of contact from Fantasy Twin in the background. But Carlito settles in behind the Haas driver for another lap. But he is looking very racy. Is the McLaren driver. He looks like he has the pace. But with these wet weather conditions, he just can't get the moves done. But he is in the fight now for P6. That pack is closing up. And we're going to see, I tell you what, we're going to see 5 drivers, 6 drivers all battling it out for P6. Unless a safety car changes that. But Mason, he's done well for 8 laps to hold on to P6. Feeling pressure from Formula Momo. He's felt pressure from other drivers as well. And they've just not been able to get past him. Has Formula Momo got the formula to get past Mason? I'm just having fun with myself, man. But Jammy Spud with the 3-second time penalty. As here goes Formula Momo, putting the formula together, putting in the slipstream. He's going to tuck in through 130R. Is the chicane going to be the place where he launches his attack? No, it's not. He stays tucked in behind Mason. He needs a good exit out of the final corners to try and put Mason under pressure into turn one. Fantasy Twin with another 3-second time penalty. As David's just, it's kind of his pace is kind of steadied. He's around the 11.6. He is slowly but surely taking time out, but it's these tricky conditions. And we're definitely in intermediate conditions. Are we going to see the rain stop at any point here in this race? And say it, and it will happen. And the drivers are just trying to find... Look what they're trying to find. Wet track to keep the tyres cool here. We could see a move to dry tyres very, very soon. Wheel came off again. Then I span. Honestly, so what? Hey, JR. Keep going, brother. Keep going. Don't give up. But it looks like the race is drying up. It might take a lap or two for this circuit to dry up properly. But here comes Formula Momo. He's going round the outside in 200R. He's going to have the inside line for Spoon curve. Here we go. Side by side through Spoon. A bit of contact from Mason, which sees Formula Momo pull out of the move. Who will pull that cord first? Who will be into the pit lane for a fresh set of the dry tyres? I think Manic Miner has pitted and David is now in front of him. Let's have a look at the tyres. Maybe he has took the dry tyres. And he has. Manic Miner has decided for the hard tyres. And it's going to be too early. He's already losing time. David with the 3-second time penalty as well. You can see he has been flirting with track limits. We've seen him go off track a couple of times when we've jumped on board with him. But everybody now opting to pit for the dry tyres. Like I said, that dry line is there, but if you cannot stick to that dry line, you're going to lose temperature in your tyres, you're going to lose grip, and you're going to lose the most valuable thing in racing, which is time. But Mason doing brilliantly here. He is defended from Formula Momo so much. Formula Momo just hasn't been able to get the move done. He's looked to put Mason under pressure. Once again, he tries going round the outside in 200R. Are we going to see a replay where he actually gets it done this time? Mason with contact, keeps it round the outside, and Mason once again, through Spoon Curve, holds on to the lead. But Harv and Formula Momo are pushing. Look at Harv. Harv's having a cracking race. He's left his teammate. Carlito making moves. P10. Carlito, 130 yard, just pulls out of it. Lets Jammy have the position. But he is looking very, very racy here. Is the McLaren driver. Can he get Jammy down into turn 1? There's a bit of contact, which lost Carlito some places, which brought Mayhem back into it there. But no, Carlito cannot spring the move. I think the hard runners have gone maybe a lap or two early with their tyre choice. Because like I said, you catch that wet part of the track, you're losing so much time, so much temperature, and so much grip. Well, I do apologise, people. But this race has been action-packed. Carlito trying to have a little look down the inside. Maybe forcing and trying to force an error out of Jammy. But Jammy is staying composed as he runs wide on the exit. That brings in Carlito. Carlito going to go round the outside into the hairpin. Can he get the move done round the hairpin? He'll have better traction on the exit. More speed to carry through 200R. And it's the move done for the McLaren driver. Great move. He sensed an opportunity when he's seen Jammy run wide. And that's Carlito now up into P9 and looking to chase down the battle for P6. B-Plays is showing absolutely amazing pace. He got past Ollie and now he's on the back of Heinze. Can he steal P2 away from Heinze? The track looking very, very dry. A lot drier than it was on the previous lap. Yep. Box, box. Box, box. The guys may leave it one more lap, but it looks definitely ready enough for a dry set of tyres. Does that circuit. A lot drier than it was on the previous lap. You can still see puddles of wet here and there. But I'm sure by the end of this lap, they'll be gone. They will be gone. And it'll be nothing but dry racing. Until the end of this one. 15 laps to go here at Sazuka. We got Sammy Lewis in P1. This is the battle for P2 and 3. Roker has Ollie for company. So let's hope we can see some decent battling going on between them two. And Mason has a bunch of cars trying to take away that P6. But nobody has found the formula to get past him as of yet. His defense has been absolutely stellar. Lap after lap after lap. Nobody has been able to get past him. But Formula Momo once again looking racy. He switches it round this time. He's trying to go around the outside at Spoon Curve. Mason needs to leave the pace. Trying to have a little look down the inside on Momo. Not having a look all along. Carlito sat in P9 having a little look. Heinze and B-Plays into the pits. It is pit stop time, people. It is time for the dry tyres. Box, 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 box. And I think we're going to see a lot of these drivers diving into the pits. If they don't, then they're making a big mistake. And we do. We see them all into the pit lane. Apart from Carlito. Carlito must be thinking that it's just not time. But by the end of this lap, I think he's going to lose at least a second or two to the people that have pitted. It does look very dry now, the circuit. Maybe the inters are just working really, really well for Carlito. Who knows? But Sammy Lewis does have a time penalty now as well, out in front. But is that going to make any sort of difference? 19 seconds is the difference between himself and Roker. Or just a 3-second time penalty for Sammy, so it's not bad. And now we'll see young Sammy into the pits for a threat. No, we won't. See, Sammy's still opting for, and he's going quick as well. 142.036. That's the fastest lap he's done so far. Now we see Roker and Ollie into the pits. Are they going to keep position in front of Heinze and B plays? They're not. Here's Heinze coming through into the final corner. B plays struggling a little bit on this lap. The struggle to stay with. He knows he's going to have to use some ERS to try and get some DRS. And we've got Carlito with the fastest lap now at 141.849. As Carlito called this perfectly here and staying out on the inters. Sammy's doing the same. The hard compounder tyres are going to take a while to heat up. But Roker right in behind Carlito on them hards. We'll see if Carlito can pull away here from Roker, which it'll be very... Roker's still sliding about. You can see him on the exit, just back end stepping out a bit through the snake. He is on cool tyres. Fantasy Twin now with the fastest lap of the race. Let's check what tyres Fantasy Twin is on. And I'm sure we've seen Fantasy Twin yet. 4 lap old. As Roker's round. Roker is round and nearly lost it there. Roker nearly put it in the wall. But managed to catch it brilliantly. Great catch there from the Aston Martin driver. Roker, that could have been race over for him. But absolutely brilliant catch. And great manoeuvring from him to not get any damage there. Still P6 for Roker, but Carlito now up into P4. And he's got a bit of free air at the moment. We are going to see him into the pits. He will lose some positions, but he is going to be on the freshest of tyres. 12 laps. What does he opt for? Does he opt for the mediums or does he opt for the hards? As Ollie, the inters are definitely done. As B plays, and I think we're going to see mediums for Carlito here. It'd be silly not to. 12 laps to go. Nice fresh set of mediums. The McLaren pit box right at the bottom. Let's see what he opts for. He is opting for the medium compounded tyres as Mason gets the fastest lap of 138.134. Now we know Carlito is going to lose time to this little bunch battling for P6. But with those fresh medium tyres, he's going to be able to catch up rather quickly and hopefully put some moves on the pack. Fantasy Twin and Mayhem. Mayhem in the pits. Mayhem, I think, probably opting for the mediums, I would like to say. Have a look as he goes past. Yep, and that is the medium compounded tyres on for Mayhem. David, not too far behind Mayhem. 1.3 seconds, even though Mayhem has pitted. I wonder what he's going to be thinking at the end of this one. It's been a torrid race for him. We've seen nothing but contact and him ending up in the wall. as we get Steve 19810, first time chat. How we doing, Steve? Welcome in. Clicking of the fingers. Don't quite get what that means, but B plays there with a 136.320, the new fastest lap, and then Ollie goes and beats it with a 134.593. We will see the fastest laps fall. Rocker with a 134.119, now the fastest man on the circuit. Down in P5. Carlito onto the back of eject with those fresh mediums. Should be an easy move when he can get it done. And then the battle for P6 is not that far away from him. It has split it up a bit. Jamie has managed to lose a lot of time as Fantasy Swim with another 3-second time penalty. That's definitely not going to help the race at the end of this one. Rocker obviously going to lose some positions. Wants to try and build a bigger gap as he possibly can to Mason. Well, he's got a 14-second one, so it shouldn't be too bad. But he doesn't want to any more little spinny moments like we've seen previously. That's definitely something he could do without. He can hold on to P5 then. Ollie in at P3. Been a good race so far for Cadillac. Cadillac going to pick up some good points, which will help in the constructors. They do only have Ollie on the circuit at the minute. Well, for the rest of the race as well, as his teammate didn't show for this race this evening. But Ollie, cracking race on behalf of Cadillac. P4, and it looks like it could be a stable one for him. We've got Ainsley and B plays. B plays has managed to get past Ainsley. Is that with the aid of the straight mode? I think it may be, as we did see it was a big struggle for him to get past Ainsley in the wet conditions. But he is showing some brilliant pace here as B plays. He's been absolutely lightning all the way through. We've seen it last time out from him as well. A great battle that he had up at the front. I'm sure it was with Ollie. Or it may have even been Ainsley. But we know he's got the racecraft. Sammy's just had the pace advantage here this evening. He's a very, very quick driver. As people know, he drives for AERT. And the young American set off from the beginning and just hasn't looked back. He's got 10 laps of racing to go. And it's just going to be a nice, easy, you know, maintain the tyres, look after them. You know, don't push it too much. So, yeah. As B plays and irons it, head down the back straight through 130R. Now down to the chicane. Is Ainsley going to have a little look? No, he just holds on as he knows he's got straight mode going down the main straight, which should help him get the move done rather easily. And here we go. Is Ainsley going to get the move done? No. Ainsley just doesn't have the pace to get past B plays there. It looks like he has the pace in the corners. As you can see, he's all over the back of B plays. But it's just that straight line speed that got away from Ainsley there. So let's move down to Jamie. Jamie now 3 seconds off the back of Mason. And Jamie looking like he's going to be under pressure very soon from Formula Momo and Carlito. These two in a very strong battle here. Carlito having a look on Formula Momo. And there we go. Who is that off? That is the Audi of Jamie. Jamie absolutely losing it there. And now finds himself P10. And now Formula Momo in at P7. And Carlito is looking to take that P7 away from him with Harv watching on in the background as well. But Harv's made a mistake. And there through goes Jamie. The mistakes are happening here on lap 18. We've seen Jamie and now Harv make a mistake, which has cost them position. And Carlito and Formula Momo are having a right good scrap here. But Carlito, with the pace advantage, gets the move done on Formula Momo. But Formula Momo will have the back straight He will have the straight line speed, straight line mode. But Carlito on fresher tyres. And it just looks like Formula Momo just didn't have the straight line speed there against Carlito. Didn't really close up any sort of time. As we see Harv making a massive mistake in the background there. Or was that Jammy? Did Jammy just cut the chicane? I don't know quite what went on there. But Carlito up into P6. Come on, son. Oi, oi. Carlito in the McLaren P6. What a drive he is having here this evening. Is he closing the gap to Mason? In P5. We'll jump back on board with him soon. See if he can get any closer to Mason. Very spaced out at the back here. Let's check in with David. David behind his double. Tucking in. Sammy Lewis with the fastest lap of the race of 1:30.011. Absolutely cracking lap there from the young American, who is now 18 seconds in the lead. And David is all over the back of his twin. Can he get the move done on his double? It just looks like he can't. Just looks like he's not got the pace. He's going to have a look around the outside now, but Fantasy Twin closing it off. But David down the inside, shoots it down the inside. The Italian Stallion, can he steal the move? He does through Spoon Curve. He gets the move done, and it's the Italian Stallion up into P14. Great move there from David. Great move. Who's that in the pits? We've got Harv into the pits. And what is this for? It's a fresh set of tyres. Going on to the mediums. We're happy with the hards. Have we seen Carlito make a mistake? Where the hell did Roker come from? Or has Roker made a mistake? Yeah, I think Roker's actually the one that's made the mistake. Because he's now P6 and Mason's P5. Yeah, so Roker with another mistake in the race, dropping himself down to P6. He showed absolute promise. He has had some great race pace. But it's just the mistakes that have been tripping him up and losing in position. He could have potentially had a podium with the race pace that he's showing, but it's just been them awkward moments that we've seen from the Aston Martin driver that have cost him massively. And I think that's him surrendering to Carlito there and just waving him through. He knows Carlito's got some strong race pace. And Carlito is catching Mason in at P5 as well. So here we go. Is Roker going to look to get the move done? And who's that just coming out of the pits? That was Manic Miner. Manic Miner not having a great race here at Sazuka. Finds himself lapped by the top few drivers. Roker looking quick through the corners. He has the pace. And this is great side-by-side racing from these two. Great respect shown from each driver. As Roker with a brilliant move round the outside there. Roker getting the move done against Carlito. And they are both catching Mason here. Mason could find himself under pressure at the end of the next lap, I think. As we see, looks like Roker trying to surrender the position there to Carlito, saying, you have better straight line speed. You take it through the straights. I'll take it through the corners. Fantasy Twin has got to be on at least 15 seconds of time penalties now. Oh no, just 9. Sorry, Fantasy Twin. But there goes Carlito taking the position away from Roker. These two drivers working well together here. It seems like they're kind of in sync. They know what they've got to do. not trip over one another. Oh, Carlito, big curb moment there. And let's see if he can tuck in behind the Aston Martin driver, get some slipstream down the main straight. He does. And he just settles in behind Roker. Roker has now lost time to Mason as well. They lost half a second there. It was 2.5 seconds. And they lost it all in an instant. But here he is, lap 22. And he's coming up to the back of Sydney. Sydney could be getting lapped here by P1. He will get the blue flags. That was a bit of a lock-up from Sammy there. Going into the chicane. All we'll say is, can you beat him? If you can, come and join us. He is 23 seconds in front of B-Plays, who currently holds P2. Has been battling out with Heinze. Ollie's been in the background. He's in a bit of no man's land, isn't he, really, Ollie? Currently time P4. He's got nearly 2 seconds to the guys in front of him. And then Mason is some 20 seconds off the back of Ollie. Where's David? There he is. On the back of Av. Down in P13. The Italian stallion looking to make moves. Just having a look how big the chat is. I need to shorten that. Jesus. But David having a little look on Hav. No move, going Manic Miner, retires. Low grip, straight mode, and boost restricted. And that can only mean one thing. It is a safety car. And David pouncing on that opportunity. Massively there, straight into the pits. Ooh, this is going to make the last few laps of the race interesting. Can David get back into the points? We know he's got some great race pace. And can Carlito fight for a better position? Can Mason? This closes up the pack brilliantly for these drivers that have been looking to try and get into that battle for the top, but just couldn't quite do it. And I think there's only one set of tyres that you choose. And they're already strapped to the Red Bull. It is the softs. I mean, are we going to get a lap of racing? That's the question. With 4 laps to go, we're on lap 23. Everybody's got to catch the safety car. David, at least 50 seconds off the back of Sammy, who's leading. So the lead pack just nearly finishing sector 1, going through Dunlop corner. Sydney, please let me unlap myself. Yeah, Sydney lad. Talented. He can drive and text at the same time. Absolute talent. Jesus Christ, the safety car is at the hairpin. I think we're going to get one lap of racing, to be honest. It's 2 at a push. I think the gaps are just too big. David's just gone through turn 1. He's just in the snake section now. Safety car really needs to slow that down. Sydney retired for the session. Unlucky Sydney. Unlucky Sydney. It's all on the shoulders for McLaren and Carlito. I think this race is going to finish under the safety car. Is it going to be a first? The safety car just looks too quick. It just doesn't look like the drivers are catching up at all. Ollie's managed to get onto the back of it, which is good for Ollie. Then we've got Mason, Rocco, Carlito, Formula Momo. No, Carlito and Rocco that could catch this as well. Mason 17 seconds, which that gap's going to close massively now. Looks like they're all going to get onto the back of one another within this lap. It's just going to be the stragglers that I think the safety car may start without the pack altogether. So, will the safety car come in this lap, or will it stay out for one more and let us have, what will it be, 2 laps of racing? No, it won't be a lap. We'll finish lap 26, moving to 27 done. But let's hope the safety car comes in this lap. I think if it said it was coming in, these guys coming through the hairpin, before the safety car goes through the chicane, they should be on the back of this pack. I think it'll just be Fantasy Twin and Mayhem that may struggle. Safety car in this lap, so pack being slowed down. Sammy will control the pace of the pack. Off the start, he needs to let that safety car get into the pit lane, get out of the way, so he can have a good controlled start here, try and catch the pack napping. As he sizes himself up to start it, and Sammy has gone. B-Plays makes a bit of a mistake through the final corner, and now it is the run down to the start finishing line. I mean, to turn 1, sorry, for the drivers. Sammy, great start. Let's have a look in the background. Ainsy, they all just drift through. Carlito will have a position from Roker if he can stay within that 3-second window of Roker. Roker trying to put Mason under all sorts of pressure here. Trying to gain as many positions as he can. Roker down the inside. That was a ballsy move from the Aston Martin driver, but he gets it done. Roker with the move of the evening, people. That was absolutely brilliant from Roker as he's sizing up another move on Ollie. Round the outside in the hairpin goes Roker. Is he going to get the move done? Ollie trying to squeeze him just a little bit, but Roker is on the move, people. He is looking to gain positions here, minimise the damage of that 3-second time penalty. He's got to go all the way around the outside. Roker having the lap of his life here, making moves. As he now got the inside line, down the back straight, he's switching positions. In behind Ollie, he's trying to defend from Mason as well. All the while, Carlito just looking on in the background, waiting for those opportunities, waiting for those mistakes. Because now we move into lap 27, the final lap of the race, people. Sammy with a 129.574, absolutely killer lap there from the young American. We will jump on board with him soon. As we've got Jamie in 7.07 having a battle here for P10, and 7.07 gets it done, but Jamie fighting it back. 7 made the mistake, and that allowed Jamie to come back through. Whereas David, he's not been able to make any moves really. He's stuck in this little battle as he tries shooting it down the inside there, trying to eject from that P11. As David goes for a brilliant move, try and get him past 2 of them. Can he get at least one? The Haas boys making this difficult for David. He's got the spoon curve to go. Can he at least get one of them in spoon curve? Oh, he goes off track. That may be a track limit. The Haas driver looks like he's holding him up a bit there. But what can we say about this young lad? He's coming to this league this evening and he has set the timing boards alight. It's Sammy Lewis once again round the final corner. It's the win at Sazuka for Sammy. B plays gets P2. No, Sammy gets P2. B plays gets P1. B plays with a great result. Ainsley P3. Ollie in at P4. Mason P5. Carlito P6. Well played, Sammy. Well played. Yeah, safety car ruined it for you there, mate. But great drive nonetheless. Absolutely brilliant drive. I know, Carlito with David. And we did see that on stream. We did see that on stream. But it's B plays with the win here. The safety car helped him. Sammy had that 3-second time penalty. He still walks away with a podium. But it was a dominant performance from Sammy Lewis. Let's not take anything away from that. The safety car gave the rest of the grid an absolute blessing. And helped him close the gap. But Carlito, GG's, bro. P6. Come on, son. Oi, oi. Let's see if I can get into a chat after we get out of this and see if I can get into get David in and we'll have a quick chat with him just to talk over how the race went. We'll just get all this on here so David's got it all in case he needs it. So people, let's see if we can get David in. I don't know which chat to go in. We've got Ronnie, we've got Ainsley. Let's have a word with Ainsley. Let's have a little word with Ainsley. Ainsley, you there? Nope, he's decided to run off. Mason's there though. Oh no, Ainsley is there. He's just muted. David's here, so we'll speak to David first. We'll bring Mason and Ainsley in very, very shortly. David, absolutely great race from the grid. Just a bit unfortunate for you. A lot of contact in this race, mate.
There was indeed. There was, especially at the start, with two contacts. One putting me into the wall at the pits, and one in turn one with Carl.
Yeah, we did see that. I think that may have been, I don't know. Ainsley looked like he had a flyer, but it looked like it caught everybody out, you know, at the start, the front pack. Yeah. And I think everybody just started tripping over one another once Ainsley, I mean, Ainsley can let us know in a minute. Definitely. Like what happened there, but he just had an absolutely brilliant start, but a great race. I mean, obviously the safety car spiced it up in the end, gave B plays.
Was very, very interesting.
Gave B plays.
Quite the battle at the back as well.
Yeah, we was switching. It was a brilliant battle. But obviously it gave B plays the win against Sammy's 3-second time penalty. But I mean, let's not take anything away from Sammy's performance here this evening. Absolutely brilliant performance in the wet and in the dry.
It was very well done from everyone, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of. Oh, Roker! I got so much side-by-side action, mate. We're going to be making clips for a couple of days. We had Roker and Carlito. We had you going side-by-side a couple of times. There was a lot of good from that race. There really, really was. Absolutely brilliant race from everybody. But yeah, I mean, we've got David's twin in the chat as well with us here. We've got our Ronnie in with us. How are we doing, Ronnie?
Yeah, I'm alright, you?
Yeah, not bad, mate, not bad. I mean, the race kind of, it was a bit sketchy for everyone, really, weren't it? I mean, but, I mean, how did you feel in the race? I know we've seen you and David having some battles, like, made a little bit of a mistake that's seen David go through, but how was the race from your perspective?
No, to be honest, I don't think I'm happy with the race. To be honest, I'm happy that I'm finished. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, I think when it was raining, I thought it was way easier for me to keep up with everyone. But like, as soon as the joys came out, unfortunately, I pitted way too early,
Yeah.
and it ruined my race completely.
Mhm.
I thought I'd give it a try, and it just didn't work out. So I guess it was one of them ones. But that little scuffle with me and Davide, I'm not a clue what happened there.
Hello, everyone.
How we doing now? But yeah, I mean, it was
Um,
brilliant to watch from. There's one person that I do want to dive to, Ainsley. Your
Hello.
start
Insane.
was absolutely it caught it caught that front pack out
That got me the P2.
massively. Yeah, I think they was all sat there like, what?
Yeah.
Like you just boom. I mean, take us through that start, mate. It was absolutely brilliant.
Honestly, I don't even know. I saw just lights out when Cheetah had a terrible start.
Yeah, Ollie had
and
a
then
bad one.
I don't even know who was ahead of me. And then I saw B plays go wide into turn one, and just the gap was there, and that's what got me that through, and it just kept me the whole race in.
It could see you obviously keep your championship lead, early leader.
Yes.
But absolutely, honestly, mate, that was one of the best starts that I have seen. From
Thank you.
it just caught
But-
everybody out, man.
The whole starting on the wets and like it being really wet, I underfueled a lot, and fuel was really bad for me until the dries. I was down at 0.7 until the dries came out, and I was just fuel saving the whole time.
in all honesty, though, you are very good at starts.
Thank you.
Well played. But let's bring
Thank you.
the new guy in, young Sammy. Sammy, I mean, absolutely brilliant qualifying, brilliant race. Just calm, cool, and collected. Obviously, he had a few mistakes, but that safety car really did help the rest of the pack.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just happy that, the pace was absolutely electric today. Quali felt beautiful. I got away nice at the start, no problems, and put a gap early. I underfueled a bit too much, so I think a little bit towards the end of the intermediate stint, I had to fuel safe for a little bit. That's why the gap kind of stayed, balanced between me and P2. But, otherwise, the race was well done. Well played by me, and yeah, simply the 3-second cost me that win. But it's a race win on track, and I'll take it. It's P2 after the penalties, but you know what? It's still an amazing race, and I'm happy with it.
Who was that then? Who had that attachment to him coming in the chat?
Very cheeky.
That was
He's gone,
brilliant.
he's
Who else have we got? We got Mason. No, hang on. We got B plays. B plays. I mean, you was gifted. I don't know if you can hear me. He is muted at the minute.
Yeah,
you was handed a race win by the Racing Gods here today, but you had some strong pace, brother. Absolutely brilliant to watch. Like the patience that you had for the overtakes and stuff like that. Just talk us through the race, mate, because you did absolutely amazingly there.
yeah. I mean, obviously, very, very lucky to get the win. The safety car didn't quite deserve it, but just really, really happy with the pace, and especially the battle with the Ferrari. Really clean. Had a lot of fun. I felt good in the wet. Especially in the wet. Had a really good start, and then went really wide turn one, so I lost all the ground I made up. But yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant to see the pace, like the moving through the pack and stuff like that. Absolutely brilliant to watch. And you and your teammate look like you were going to
Yes.
storm it at one point, locked together, you was one behind each other, and it just seemed to fall apart.
It got to the point we were stuck together all race, so I let him through at one point. See if he could go catch the Audi in front, and he didn't seem to be able to do that. So I took it back off him. Dived into the pits under the safety car to get some softs. A few laps left for the race, and didn't do anything with it.
Why are you speaking like that?
So yeah.
Jammy, we seen mistakes all over. I think Jammy had a mistake where you went through, and then you made a mistake through the second Degner, and Jamie went through. There was so much to watch in that race, and I hope you all enjoy it when you watch it back. It was absolutely brilliant to watch. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I just want to say a massive thank you to all the lads that have joined us in the chat there to give us their side of things. You know, we'll do this every week, get their feedback, see how they felt during the race. But it's been an absolutely stellar race from the boys here this evening. A lot of side-by-side action. If you've got friends that want to watch racing, let them watch that race. Absolutely brilliantly. Great respect shown from the drivers as well. To be going side by side. So we
thank you
move
for
on.
having us, mates. Thank you for the interviews and the commentating for tonight.
Oh, more than welcome, sir. But yeah,
and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we definitely will. That'll be all from us this evening, people. Make sure you join us next week at the same time for round 3 here at DSR.